What up, guys? Welcome to Honest Cigar Reviews. Today we're reviewing another pipe tobacco. This is Dunhill's Nightcap. And this is a pipe tobacco that is pretty darn famous because it's been around for a very long time. And a lot of people love this and they're very, very loyal to it. And they compare a lot of their English tobaccos to this blend. And so today I'm going to talk about maybe why it's so popular and how good it really is, in my opinion. So stay tuned. So today I'm smoking my Mark Twain Bent Missouri Meerschaum corncob with a forever stem here from Walker Briar Works. This is what I enjoy this most out of. I really like the long stem pipes for my English blends especially. It brings out even a little more nuances to the blend. So yeah, a lot of people call this a full body, blend. And I guess in the pipe world that is very, very true. It has quite a bit of nicotine. It has a lot of mouth feel. It has quite a bit of flavor. But being a cigar guy, it's a completely different world. And so I came to this thinking, man, I'm going to get my feet, swiped from right underneath me. I'm going to have just like the worst nicotine headache. And, that wasn't the case at all. Being a cigar guy, this was actually kind of another average cigar, I'd say. Most cigars are quite a bit more, you're smoking quite a bit more tobacco, and therefore you're smoking quite a bit more nicotine. And the processes that are through, cigar leaf are just different than pipe tobacco leaf. So I believe that this isn't very strong to me. I mean, it's very, very, it's strong, but it's not like wow to me because I'm a cigar guy. But I'd say, if you want to rate it out of 1 to 10 on the nicotine level, in the pipe world, this is probably like a solid 9 or something like that, like an 8 or a 9. So you definitely want to eat something, but I wouldn't be worried because you don't have to smoke fast. You can smoke slow and get less nicotine. So if you're a cigar guy, this is not really that big of a deal. But yeah, if you check out the cut of this, Dunhill is known for their very, very fine ribbon cut, and I think they do a great job at it. It's very, very well sifted, it comes in the tin almost, well, a little wet, but pretty much perfect to smoke. And what that gets you is pretty much the perfect burn. I mean, right now I'm talking a lot, but many times I've smoked maybe 5 or 6 bowls of this, and many times I light it like twice, and I'm done. And, for the average pipe, that's pretty darn good, lighting it twice. Plenty of smoke output, and it seems to burn relatively evenly as well, so I attribute that a lot just to the actual tobacco cut. And the flavors, I'm drinking this with a nice Irish coffee. It's a wonderful pair. Of course, now that I'm talking a lot, it's not staying lit. But the flavors are just earthy and creamy almost, and I think that's from the Latakia in this blend. And I'm getting a sort of like a peppery kind of flavor, maybe more black pepper-ish than spicy, if that makes any sense. And I wonder if that's from Latakia as well. But it almost has like this cologne type spice to it. It's quite, when I think of English, I guess this is a good way to go. But it's quite earthy and creamy, and that's like the base, and then this pepper kind of tingling kind of spice kind of floats on top of that. That's why I think this is really good with coffee, is because the earthiness of the coffee really makes the tobacco come out. This is one of the longer finishes, as far as how long the flavor lasts in your mouth. In the cigar world, it might be considered maybe more on the short side, but in the pipe world, I'd say it's more on the long side. Super easy to smoke. And the room note almost has this creaminess as well, almost like this cologne muskiness kind of thing going for it. And it's not, you know, most Englishes have that, but this is something special. It has a special nuance to it. And I think that's why a lot of people like it, because it's like your English with just a little something else, just a little extra balance to it, a little extra strength, you know. And I have McClelland's PM mixture, which is supposed to mimic this. It's not really like that, so if you're trying to compare them like me, just don't, because the PM mixture is more, I'd say, like early morning pipe. It's quite a bit more mild and maybe sweet. It's kind of hard to describe this because it's not that it's generic, it's just, it's kind of exactly what I expect. You know, if that makes any sense to you, you might know what I'm talking about. So anyway, it burns well, it lights evenly, it stays lit very well. You know, I'm getting a nice kind of creaminess, earthiness, creaminess, kind of like this musky pepper kind of flavor. And, you know, it just has a nice manly, cliche, musky room note. And, you know, that's what I want when I smoke in English. I want something creamy. I want something earthy. And, you know, nicotine is definitely there. So on to the next thing here. So for today, I'm going to start a new series on all my videos. I have this little black book, and it's called If by Evelyn McFarlane. And so I'm going to read you guys an if statement, the first if statement, and I want you to answer in the comments below. So if you were to be granted one wish, what would it be? If you were to be granted one wish, what would that be? You know, I think my one wish would be to know exactly what I want to do, what I should do in this world, and know exactly how to do it. I think finding my purpose, especially this stage of my life, is something that's really important to me. And you know, it's life. You go through life and you struggle to find what you're good at and what your purpose is. And sometimes you're kind of off, and you wish you would have kind of went back and started over here. So part of me wishes that someone would just tell me, and I can know exactly what to do, and then start it like today. So I guess that would be my wish. But let me know in the comments, if you had one wish, what would that wish be? And thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.